Well, hello and welcome to my latest video. I thought today I'd go out and do a little ride with my mate Simon, who's not been well for a couple of weeks. So I doubt if we'll do more than about 100 miles, average 18, something like that. We'll take it fairly easy. I'm going to take the Fairlight Seacan, and I'm going to take the GoPro, which I've mounted on the handlebars. So let's see how the ride goes. I hope you enjoy it. Before I go, I was thinking of something, but if you saw my last video, which was called Jules Rules, there's a link to it somewhere around. Actually, there's no link to it. You just have to search for it yourself. But I did this video called Jules Rules, and I said always carry 2 tubes. And I went out with my mate Mike the other day, and it was only a 30-mile ride or something, and I took 1 tube, and what happened? I got 2 punctures. So luckily Mike gave me a spare tube. Thanks, Mike. I'll return it to you one day. So it struck me, dumb things that cyclists think, or dumb things that Julian the cyclist thinks, and that is, if you only go out and do a short ride, say 30 miles, you only need 1 tube. I mean, how stupid is that? I can get a puncture within 10 yards, and I managed to get 2 punctures in 30 miles. So take my advice. Don't do as I say, do as I do. Don't do as I do, don't do as I did, do as I say you should do. And that is, if you're going out for a ride, take 2 tubes, no matter how short the ride. And well, I hope you enjoy this one. Actually, I've already made the video. I did record an intro to it earlier, but for some reason I've been able to import it. That's why I'm not wearing my kit anymore, by the way. I was wearing my kit. Now I'm back in mufti again. So hope you enjoy it and tag along for the ride. See you soon. Well, here we are. We're on the road, riding through the famous Forest of Gump, which is quite a nice place. There's Simon up ahead powering through, and it was a beautiful day this morning, bright and sunny in Balamory, but God, is it cold. I'm wearing 14 layers, and I'm still feeling it, gotta be honest. We're now on the lower slopes of one of the top 10 climbs of Kent. This is known as downhill. That was a little bit confusing because, of course, we're going up downhill, and if you go downhill in the opposite direction, of course you're going down, not up, which is what we're doing. And this is 4 miles, an average of 19%. So it's one of the harder climbs. Of course, we're doing it in the big ring, as you can imagine. And anyway, there's a 4x4 steaming past us, and you can see my wahoo struggling to hold the pace there because the auto stop could well be implemented. Vultures wheeling overhead. Still, need to concentrate on pedaling. Exactly. Just regaling Simon there with my tubeless tyre. Whoa. Please don't leave a comment saying tubeless tyres will save your life 100 times. And you met your wife on a tubeless tyre ride. Please don't leave a comment like that. Because tubeless tyres, the fact is, God hates me. It's God of tubeless tyres has decided that I am not getting into heaven. So we're riding along now and getting back onto the subject of cycling. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day. It's bloody cold. It's like I was watching that. What was it? The Terror. Shackleton. Was it Shackleton or was it the other one? Riding along on his bicycle trying to find the Northwest Passage, and then froze to death, and all the sealants in his tubeless tyres leaked out. Well, I can imagine. If I'd been there, I probably wouldn't have made it back either. I must tell you a joke. I don't know why this suddenly came into my head, but a friend of mine had a couple of dogs that sadly died, and he was very keen on them, so he decided to go to a taxidermist. So the dogs belong to the taxidermist, get them stuffed. There's a cyclist with a car. That's not part of the joke, by the way. And the taxidermist said, "Would you like them mounted?" And the man said, "Oh, no. He said, "They were just good friends." Now, what is it with a white van might have Andy trying to fucking kill me, maybe he didn't like my joke, but what is it that suddenly a joke comes into your head? I haven't heard that joke for years. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Laugh away, laugh away. Hi. We've reached a natural pause in the route. Simon's had enough. We've done 4 miles, and but be fair, he's not been well, so he's gradually getting back onto the bike. So we're gonna power back through down. We're gonna go down the downhill that you previously saw me going, or previously saw us going up. We went up downhill. Now we're going to go downhill past Down House, the House of Down, and we might see Charles Darwin digging in the fields, looking for worms, looking for frogs, things like that, and his origin of species. It's a good breed. So I'm told. Run out of things to say now.
Is that pregnant pause?
Pregnant pause. Yeah. What is the origin of? Let's not go there. What is the origin of that phrase, by the way? Do you have any idea?
No.
Why would?
Duct tape.
Duct tape. Yeah, they really mean duct tape. They don't mean duct tape. I learnt that the other day.
There is a manufacturer of duct tape called Duck.
Yeah, exactly, and that's part of the confusion. Anyway, here I am, sitting on this gate, and if my wife sees this video, I shall be in deep shit, because she will say to me, what the hell were you doing up on that gate? And then you fell off and broke your neck. I'm just kidding. Oh, no, I can't get down. Simon, help!
Yeah.
I can't get down. I can't get down. Simon says, it's your own stupid bloody fault. You should have...
You're never too old not to learn.
Yeah, you're never too old to be dumb.
The older you get, the less you know.
Yeah. What was that? Mike Tyson.
Lost the glove now.
That was it. Mike Tyson said something I thought was very profound. He said, old too soon and smart too late. Which I thought was quite good for Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
It wasn't him originally, of course, it was Socrates, but still, it was a good saying. I'm going to try and get down from this gate now.
You need to go and get your glove.
And now we're descending downhill. Oh. Not a very smooth surface, I think you'll agree. And a long descent with hairpins, hair grips, hair follicles, hair of the dog, tortoise and the hare. Other hairs are available. Oh, look at that! We're reaching fast pace. 24, 25, 25 miles per hour. Roll to a halt. Down the bottom of downhill. Yeah. Upside down. Down. This particular descent we're about to descend, a short steep climb, was used as the National Hill Climb Championships during the war, because people didn't have much time away from the front or the Battle of Britain or whatever it is, and so they picked a short course of just 40 yards, and the winning time was 8 seconds, and still never been beaten, including by me. This was not part of the hill climb. This was just a kind of run-up. You can see I'm storming ahead there. I hope you can hear me above the wind, the sound of the wind. Otherwise, my descriptions of what's happening are going to be rather flat. People passing us there, dressed in colourful outfits. I don't know if I said back there, my last little section, this is called Jackass Lane. one of my favourite road names. Not quite sure why it was called Jackass Lane, but anyway. Tight gap there. Tight gap. Made it through the rain. So more or less on the home straight now, and you probably can't hear this, but this is called Glebe Way, and this runs up into West Wickham, and it was the route that William the Conqueror took on his way to London, and it was him, William the Conqueror, that is, who arranged for the construction of this cycle lane. Although it wasn't a cycle lane then, it was a chariot lane. Did they have chariots? William the Conqueror have chariots? No, he didn't have chariots. What did he have then? Yeah, I don't know. Horses, obviously. But coach and horses, that came later. They would have had carts, I suppose. So this section, which is now a cycle lane, was originally constructed for the soldiers to march up, while the main section of the road, which of course is now used by the cars, was used by the horses and the carts. So, and the red line here at the side, of course, meant no parking. So you couldn't leave your cart at the side of the road there, because obviously it would get in the way of the soldiers who were marching up to conquer Britain, or England, as it was then. So reaching the crest, the apotheosis summit of this great hill that William the Conqueror first discovered. We're going to end today's ride at a cafe called Rafes, R-A-I-F-E-S. My favourite cafe in West Wickham. Please patronise it if you can. Really nice people in there, and they do a fine cup of tea if you like that kind of thing. And here we are, just pulling up to Rafes and get us ourselves some sustenance. Obviously I've got tea, and this is known as latte, or latte as I call it, which is tea with milk. Can you see that? I'll have a slurp. Let me just have a quick slurp. Oh, yum yum. Bit of Darjeeling. Very nice. Simon sitting on the bench having his coffee. Simon's not a tea person. Right, here is Rafes, and it's in this little row of shops which is just near West Wickham Station and opposite West Wickham swimming pool, which is not currently open. And this is Rafes, and they do very nice food, very nice coffee, very nice tea, milkshakes, smoothies, stuff like that, sandwiches, paninis, and they are very nice people, very friendly. So please give them your business. They're not paying me to say this, by the way. I'm just saying this because I think they're nice people. So, and that's me standing in front of Rafes, and had a good ride today. Not long, but it's been pretty chilly with the cold wind and the ice flows that we've had to get through, and the icebergs and the slush and everything. We've really enjoyed it. So signing off now, and see you next time.